goes starting right off the bat. Free JDiggs. Thank God Almighty, free JDiggs. I'm on the campaign with everybody else that I had tagged or on the list. Yada yada yada. I know it's early in the morning. I know y'all on sleep borrowed time. Y'all just now waking up, putting Folgers in your cup, probably wiping the crust out of your face, probably brushing your teeth and all of that good stuff. Well, I'm up and at it like a crack addict. And the reason why I'm up is because I rolled over, I got a message, I had a message, and I seen the message, and then the messages start flowing in. And shout out to my cousin Dia Roki Asami. We was going back and forth on the thing this morning, text messaging, and she was filling me in. Also, shout out to Coolio the Underdog. He was filling me in as well. And so what I got here in front of me is a layout of what I wrote down and to bring to my audience about the situation with JDiggs. JDiggs caught a case about 5 years ago, possession of marijuana, 3.5 pounds. We all know that. We got all of that information. Let's just go through the thing. So JDiggs has been sentenced in the district court of Roger County, state of Oklahoma. Judge Pazzo. Did I say that right? Pazzo. I hope I said it right. Pazzo. Pazzo. I hope I said that right. Possession of controlled dangerous substance with intent to distribute marijuana. That's count 1. Count 2, conspiracy to distribute controlled dangerous substance with intent to distribute. Count 2, possession of controlled dangerous substance without tax stamp affixed. That's count 3. So basically tax evasion on that one. Count 4, acquired proceeds from drug activity. Basically, he wanted money for the marijuana he was selling. And so if you count it all up, I don't know where three finger booty in the whack three finger in the booty whack 100 got his information from. 3 fingers in the booty whack 100. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know where 3 fingers in the booty whack 100 got his information and all of this 40 years over here and all this stupid shit that was going around. But Diggs did not have no fucking 40 years over his head. So if you add it up, 4 years for possession of controlled substance with intent to sell, that's 4 years there. Conspiracy to distribute, that's 4 years there. Possession of controlled dangerous substance without paying taxes and fixed, that's 4 years there. That's 12 years right there so far. I counted 4, 8, 12, because 4 times 3 is 12. Let's do the math. Everybody is smart, conscious. And then on the 4th one, acquire proceeds for the drug activity for the money he wanted for the drug sales. So basically, they gave him 6 years on that one. They was gonna give him time. He was in the worst county, the worst state, the worst everything. He got the short end of the stick on this one. Really did. I'm gonna read some more. Diggs was facing 18 years, and that's where the 18 years come from. The 4 counts, the 3 charges of 4 counts. Let me get my words right. And then the last one, which was the 6. And so that's the 18 total. Technically, he got the 18. They just ran the 4 years of 3 counts concurrent. So what that means is he's only going to serve 4 years out of the 12 for that for the 3 for charges 1 through 3. He's only going to serve 4 years. He's not going to serve 12. So they ran it concurrent. They ran it together. So he's only run 4 years. Everybody follow that, right? Don't ask me in my inbox later on talking about Cuddy. What's the charges? What did he go through? I don't want to. I'm not going through that shit again. That shit is nerve-wracking and irritating as fuck because I do a live on my show here addressing this shit. Updates, announcements, trending topics, current events. Follow the fucking YouTube shit. Follow the lives on Facebook. Follow the Instagram shit. Follow the TikTok. Follow all this shit that I do. Do not get in my inbox asking me this same shit I'm telling you right here. Because I guarantee I'm going to tell you, I don't know. Go look at my live. And I know you're going to get an attitude and say, man, you could just tell me. Go watch the fucking live. Anyway, going on. So they gave him 10 years. They gave him the 4, and he got to run consecutive to the 1 through 3. He got to run the 6. So they gave him 10. Diggs got 10 years total, right? Time served, probably a month, 2 months, whatever. But they're going to give him, because it wasn't a violent offense, 33%. 33%. He's gonna be home 3.5 years. Probably come home less than that. We're praying on that, and he's going through the appeals and everything like that. So he's only gonna do 4 out of the 12, and then they ran the 6 years concurrent with the 1 through 3 counts. So he got 10 years total. 1 through 3. So Diggs was sentenced to 10 years on 33%. Like I just said, I'm reading it in my mind, but it's on the paper here. 33%. You got to serve 33% out of the 10. He's gonna do probably 3. Come home parole, 7 years, whatever the thing on that note. He's fighting the appeal, stuff like that. Like I said, he's in the nastiest state, fighting some shit like this, which weed is legal. But again, I think it was more so because he was acquiring proceeds for the money, and he didn't pay taxes. That's what, at the end of the day, I really believe that's where they, because again, they ran the 12 concurrent, right? So basically, they knocked off 8 of the years and gave him 4 years. I'm thinking the reason why they gave him the 4 years is because he had the tax stamped affixed. Possession of a controlled dangerous substance without tax stamped affixed. I'm thinking they gave him the 4 for that, right? Tax evasion. He didn't pay taxes on it. That's what I'm thinking in my brain, right? And then the 6 years, he was trying to sell the motherfucking weed across state lines or traveling across state lines trying to distribute the weed. That's why they gave him the 10. I'm just saying that's how I break it down. So I can think about it or have a remedial conscience about it. You know what I mean? And so that's where I'm at with it. They gave him 10 years. They gave Cuz 10 years. And like I said, it's 33% on the 10. And he's in the Auntie Betty got up on the stand. She had to, and this is all coming from my cousin D Roque Asami. Shout out to D. Moms got on the stand, or they called moms, and moms spoke highly of her son and called out the flaws about, this, that, and the third. It's in the text messages that D sent me. I didn't write that down, but she and then the prayers that was, D had sent her brother a prayer, said a prayer out loud, and the prayers was answered. Prayers go up, blessings come down. And we just so positive about the outlook and the outcome of what transpired, because he could have got the full 18. The judge could have been real strict and a lot more strict about sentencing JDiggs for the 18 years. So it's a minor setback for a major comeback, and it's a loosely win, if you will, a loosely win. I'm not gonna say it's an all the way win, because not going to prison would be the all the way win, but to not have to do 18 years, it is the balance, if you will. Let's play the jingle real quick, because I never played the jingle. Cutthoat. It's the Cutthoat Radio Podcast. Cutthoat. Cutthoat Radio Podcast. Cutthoat. It's the Cutthoat Radio Podcast. Cutthoat Radio Podcast. Top of the AM. We still on number 1, JDiggs. Free JDiggs. Thank God Almighty, free JDiggs. Again, so and to keep going on about it, so we got Yuck Mouth. If you go on YouTube, I didn't want to bring it up, pull it up. I didn't even want to bring the skit up or pull it up or whatever the case may be. You can go on there yourself, type in Yuck Mouth TV. It will be up there. It will say something specifically about JDiggs, because he got it in the title or whatever. He spoke highly of Betty Diggs. He spoke highly of D Roque Asami. He called her Pretty Diggs, which is the youngest sister out of the 3. So you got Davina, which is the oldest sibling. You got Diggs in the middle, which is the oldest boy, and then you got the youngest girl, which is Pretty Diggs, or D Roque Asami. I broke that down for y'all just in case y'all didn't know the 3 cousins on that side. Davina, you rarely see her. She is not in the spotlight. She do not pop out. She do not be involved in all of the media shit. She don't even respond to none of that shit. She don't even talk about none of that shit. She don't even want to hear none of that shit. It's more so on Moms and D. So Maz, she went on the thing. She was on the podcast talking about it. I forget which one she was on, but she was actually verbal about it. She was actually in the court building with D. They all went down there. They sat in there and they got, like I said, they was pulled up and they spoke highly of their moms of her son and D of her brother. Yuckmouth spoke highly of the camp as well. He's on the YouTube channel, YouTube Yuckmouth TV, the Weekly Wonder Twins. Shout out to Calico. Shout out to Calico from the mob is also up there co-hosting with him, and shout out to Selsky as well for tapping in and giving us the AP9 update. Diggs. Yuckmouth is really on the campaign as well with the Free JDiggs campaign. He gave a shout out to the Diz camp, gave a shout out to Kilo Kurt, gave a shout out to Miami. He gave a shout out to the rest of the camp, Pretty Diggs and them. I was hoping he was going to say shout out to Cutthoat. It's the Cutthoat Radio. I was hoping he was going to say shout out to Coolio the Underdog, but he didn't say that. But he do fuck with Coolio. He just did a show with Coolio. I'm not saying it like he don't fuck with Coolio. But I thought he was going to say shout out. But he gives a shout out every time he thinks and all of that good stuff. But he's always been on the campaign as far as rocking with this side of the bubble, with the camp and everything. Now, as far as this Diz campaign, he jumped on and been rocking and rolling. He did mention that him and Diggs were supposed to do a record before Diggs, was sentenced and all of this other stuff called the case, was sentenced, going through the trial and everything like that. And it's just bad timing. But Yuck said he gonna definitely get Diggs on the next go around when he come home or whatever, probably do it over the phone or what have you not. I know Diggs got a marketing thing that he could do right now. He can go on a marketing promo run, going all the podcasts right now. I just want to throw this out there. This good energy. Go to all the podcasts and tell your story right from the pen, cuz. You dig what I'm saying? Do the over the phone thing like how Mac Dre did it. You know what I'm saying? Start recording all of the music that you can in your mind. Start writing, getting all of your material together, all of your plans, all of your endeavors, all of your situations, all of your come-ups, anything you want to do, Diggs. When you come home, let's start executing that shit. As a matter of fact, you can start pitching the game plan through me, and I start doing the promo for you. You dig what I'm saying? You know me. I'm always doing the promo, Diggs. You follow? Anyway, Diggs, the judge was lenient. In my eyes, the judge was lenient. The judge could have hit him with the whopper, could have hit him with the whop whop, and it would have been ugly for everybody. His kids, grandkids on down. And I know, I can say this, with love in my heart. I know the family is in a lot of mental stress over this, because they've been going through it, dealing with these cases with Diggs, you know what I'm saying? And it's just been nothing but support, though. Nothing but support coming from Auntie Betty, coming from D, and the rest of us. We, Diggs get into situations, and all of the love just get poured into, Free JDiggs, helping Hurt come home, because Hurt don't need to be locked up, especially at, around the holidays, and now that he's up in age, you know what I'm saying, he don't need to be incarcerated, especially not for no fucking marijuana. That was a low blow. He got like I said before, he was railroaded, but the judge, I'm gonna double back and say it could have been the 18. It could have been the 18. But again, it was flaws found in the thing, and Auntie Betty did her thing as far as Dr. Auntie Betty, but Dr. Betty, I could call her Dr. Auntie Betty, but Dr. Betty, she stood tall like a redwood tree for her son, and then prayers went up, blessings come down, and so but like I had discussed prior to all of this with Coolio the Underdog Romper Room, because he been through the system or whatnot, and he could already tell how they was leaning towards, making sure he was gonna get stuck with that 6 years. We had talked about that briefly, and so now that the sentencing has happened, I could not go too far into our discussion because confidentiality is a big thing with me. But I could say that we did talk about that 6 years. Me and Coolio did, and we kind of felt that they were going to give him that 6 years just because the situation he was in. Highest conviction rate. Rogers County is the highest conviction rate in Oklahoma. He was in a bad place in America. All of that plays an effect. And then they was trying to say, oh, he a bank robber. He robbed banks. No, Auntie jumped right in there and just, no, 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 no. He was never convicted of committing armed bank robbery, robbery at all. It was only conspiracy. So you got to take that in consideration. Then also, the thing that happened in Hawaii where the attempted murder, the judge threw that out. Judge said he should have never even been brought up on the charges. So the DA in Roger County was trying to, not the district attorney, DA was trying to, make an example out of Cuz. That's what the energy I was getting from the details I was getting, and so I was like, oh yeah, that I'm glad that he didn't get to 18. I'm still a little frustrated that he got still 10 years. If you follow what I'm saying there. I'm not okay with the 10 years, but it's better than the 18 years. I know psychologically it's something there, and I could be saying that wrong, but I don't agree with the 10 years, but I thank God he didn't get 18. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't agree with that 10 years, though. I don't. Hurt should have, if they, the time or whatever, just slap him on the wrist. If anything, slap him on the wrist, give him probation, send him home, let him get back to his family. You know what I mean? He got grandkids and things of that nature. It was only a little bit of weed, 3.5 pounds. It wasn't like this nigga had 18 pounds or a fucking warehouse full of it ain't like he had a goddamn semi truck full of goddamn pounds of weed crossing state lines, just throwing bags of fucking weed out the goddamn car. Oklahoma, you gotta be fucking kidding me with this shit. You get this motherfucker all that time. You should go back into time and get the motherfuckers that burned down Tulsa, Oklahoma, all some time. Won't you go do that, Oklahoma? Won't you go find the motherfuckers that burned down Tulsa, Oklahoma, and give them goddamn time for burning down Black Wall Street? Let's talk about that. Let's have that conversation, Oklahoma. You want to give a motherfucker time for marijuana? You Oklahoma, you a bitch. I'm hella mad now. I'm starting to get pissed, Oklahoma. You bitch. You a bitch state. What's his name? Pazzo, Judge Pazzo. Judge Pazzo, you a bitch. Your mama a bitch. Your daughter's a bitch. Your son a bitch. The cat and dogs you own are bitches. Oh, possession of marijuana. This nigga hit him for tax evasion. This nigga said the judge the crime was possession of controlled dangerous substance without a tax stamp affixed. Acquire proceeds from drug activity. You got to be fucking kidding me. You got to be fucking kidding me. Possession of controlled dangerous substance with intent to distribute marijuana. What the fuck do you? What the fuck, Judge? Duh. Oh my God, that shit is crazy. Shit is crazy, man. You can burn down a whole entire section in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and nobody's convicted for that. Nobody went to jail for that. To this day, no convictions. To this day. But murder has no statute of limitation in the United States. So you white people murdered all them people back in the day and got away scot-free. But you gonna send JDiggs to jail for this little 3.5 pounds of marijuana? Let's have this conversation. Let's talk about this. This is the problem in America, right here. You mean to tell me the statute of limitation for murder, there is one. There isn't one, right? There's no statute of limitation for murder. So go back and convict any and everybody that had to do with the bombing and tear down of Tulsa, Oklahoma today. Go back and convict them today. I bet you don't want to have that conversation. Tulsa, Oklahoma didn't. The Black Wall Street didn't deserve to be burned down. That kid didn't touch that lady in the elevator. We know the story. It's fictitious. Let me get my words together. It's fictitious. It's false. It's fake. It's propaganda. But Diggs is going to jail for 10 years for marijuana in the state of Oklahoma, in Roger County. I know Tulsa and Roger are two different counties, right? I know that. But I'm just saying, in the state of Oklahoma, if there is no statute of limitation for murder in all 51, 52 states, however many states it is now, because the states are growing by the decades, I think. Then the people that had something to do with the murders of the Black Wall Street, because all the people died, them were murders. The government did it, is what I'm trying to point out. And all the other white people that had something to do with it. Everybody should be convicted for that error. Everybody. For all the murders of Black Wall Street. You just convicted JDiggs for 4 charges. First charge, possession controlled substance with intent to distribute weed. Second charge, conspiracy to distribute. Third charge, possession of controlled dangerous substance without tax stamp affixed. And the fourth, acquired proceeds from drug activity. Non-violent crimes. But yet he going to prison for 10 years. Huh. Something ain't adding up. Because them Black Wall Street people didn't sell marijuana. They actually had businesses. They was actually schools, doctors, lawyers, front owners. They actually sold goods to their own in their own community. Yet they were bombed, blew up, and destroyed. All right. Enough of my ranting and raving and comparing the two and trying to send the whole mob that burned down Black Wall Street to prison in 2025, going into 2026. Just because my cousin is going to do I'm pissed off. Man, give me my bottles. Give me my shit. Give me my display. Roger County? Hey, Judge Pazzo. I wish I could do that to you for sending cuz to the pen for 10 years over weed. And all of the stupid bitches with he beat on me, and all of the cuz JDiggs ran off with this, that, and the third. Man, fuck all of that. Transitioning